While a Scorpio guy may seem harsh and uncompromising on the exterior, he may be quite sensitive. If he falls in love and is harmed, it will be difficult for him to heal. He will most likely retreat and find it difficult to trust anybody again. Don't be fooled by ruggedness and independence. Some behaviors of a Scorpio man when he's hurt in love. When a Scorpio guy is damaged in love, he may become reclusive and grumpy. He can even strike out at the person who has harmed him. Scorpios are notorious for their vengeance, so don't cross a Scorpio guy while he's already down. He may seem cold and aloof, yet Scorpios are very passionate. It just takes a lot for people to open up again after being injured. Whether you're wondering how to tell whether a Scorpio guy is over you, the answer is generally straightforward. He'll most likely start avoiding you and become considerably more distant than normal. Scorpios are also notorious for their secrecy, so he may not even tell you what's wrong. Are Scorpio men forgiving after you hurt them? The sort of harm and what you did determine whether a Scorpio guy forgives you after you injured him in any romantic relationship. A Scorpio's rage may be intense, and he may never forget what you did to him. It is critical to be truthful with a Scorpio guy and never lie to him. If he discovers the truth, he will most likely not forgive you. Scorpios are also notoriously jealous, so if you've harmed him by cheating on him, he could never forgive you. Depending on how you injured him, the best thing you can do is attempt to make things right by understanding why he was wounded and hoping that he would ultimately forgive you. A Scorpio guy may never forgive you until you apologize, so don't expect forgiveness unless you're prepared to acknowledge your mistake and make no excuses for what you did. That involves being completely committed to making things right and going forward in your relationship. When it comes to learning how to apologize to a Scorpio guy, there is an art to it. There is a good and wrong way to do it. And he will want to feel and see that you are serious in your apologies, otherwise he may never move beyond this stage of your relationship. Do Scorpio men hold grudges when they are hurt in love? Scorpio males are often regarded as the Zodiac's most passionate and intense sign. They love intensely when they love, and when they are injured, they may carry a grudge for a lifetime. Scorpio men take their romantic relationships extremely seriously, and they want their partners to do the same. They will retreat within themselves if they feel betrayed or abandoned, and they may never forgive the person who injured them. Scorpio males often have a "my way or the highway" mentality and may be exceedingly obstinate when it comes to getting their own way. Scorpio men, on the other hand, have a huge capacity for forgiveness if they believe the person who has injured them is sincerely remorseful for what they have done. If you have harmed a Scorpio man in love, it is critical that you be honest with him about your emotions and make amends. Only then, if ever, will he be able to let go of his rage and go on. How can you assist your Scorpio guy in healing and moving on from the pain? Giving a Scorpio guy who has been harmed some space is the finest thing you can do for him. He needs time to digest his feelings and choose what he wants. Scorpio males might be reserved, so don't press him to discuss his sentiments if he isn't ready. Simply be there for him and let him know you're there if he needs to chat. He'll eventually come around and be ready to open up again. Scorpio men may be extremely devoted and loving, so if he heals from the pain, you may be able to continue on in the relationship. Also, if you've injured your Scorpio guy, you should know how to apologize to him since he'll probably never move on until you do. Scorpio men are often injured in romantic relationships because they devote so much of themselves to their lovers. They pour their hearts and souls into the connection, expecting the same amount of dedication in return. Scorpio men, on the other hand, may be quite jealous and possessive, which can lead to tension in their relationships. Scorpio males may become aloof and angry if their spouse fails to satisfy their expectations. As a consequence, Scorpio men often struggle to sustain good partnerships. When a Scorpio man gets injured in love, it does not imply he will never forgive you, but he will most likely find it difficult to move on in the relationship if both of you decide to be together. It will require a significant amount of effort to restore things to their pre-hurt state. Scorpio men may not take betrayal lightly and may want to do all in their power to avoid being harmed again. And it may take some time for both of you to rebuild your trust in the relationship. Scorpio males must learn to trust their spouses and express their wants more assertively. Only then would they be able to experience permanent satisfaction via love. When all alternatives for restoring the relationship have been exhausted and nothing changes, it is often preferable to part ways. We all deserve and should choose to be in healthy relationships, but doing so is a personal decision. If this resonates with you, want to claim this message, or you feel comfortable sharing your own personal situation with me, I want to hear from you guys in the comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow.